Hi, Seattle Shakespeare Society. This is Caston George, finally getting back to you. And just before everything is over, I wanted to make good on my promise. And so this is my Shakespearean audition reel. I decided to do two videos. This is the first of two. And this is a non-Shakespearean piece. This is only about 5 minutes long, and it's called Mandalay by Rudyard Kipling. By the old Malmine Pagoda, looking lazy at the sea, there's a Burma girl a-settin'. I know she thinks of me. For the wind is in the palm trees, and the temple bells they say, "Come you back, you British soldier, come you back to Mandalay." Oh, come you back to Mandalay, where the old flotilla lay. Can't you hear them paddles chunkin' from Rangoon to Mandalay? On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. Her petticoat was yellow, and her little cap was green, and her name was Supiola, just the same as Theba's queen. And I seed her first a-smoking of a whacking white cheroot, and a wasting Christian kisses on a bloomin' idol's foot. Bloody idol made of mud, what they called the great god bud. Plucky lot should care for idols when I kissed her where she stood. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. When the mist was in the rice fields and the sun was dropping low, she'd get out her little banjo and she'd sing Kalukalo, with her arm upon my shoulder and her cheek against my cheek. We used to watch the steamers piling up and the hathies piling teak. Elephants a piling teak in the sludgy, squidgy creek, with the silence hung so heavy you was half afraid to speak. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. But that's all shoved behind me, long ago and far away, and there ain't no buses running from the bank to Mandalay. And I'm hearing here in London what the 10-year soldier tells. If you heard the Easter calling, you won't ever eat naught else. No, you won't ever eat naught else but them spicy garlic smells, and the sunshine in the palm trees, and the tinkly temple bells. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. I am so sick of wasting leather on these gritty paving stones, and the blasted English drizzle wakes the fever in my bones. And though I walks with 50 housemaids out of Chelsea to the Strand, and they talks a lot of loving, but what do they understand? Beefy facing grubby and Lord, what do they understand? I've got a neater, sweeter maiden in a cleaner, greener land. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. I says, ship me somewhere east of Suez, where the best is like the worst, where there ain't no 10 commandments, and a man can raise a thirst. For the temple bells are calling, and it's there that I would be. By the old Malmine Pagoda, looking lazy at the sea. On the road to Mandalay, where the old flotilla lay, and with our sick beneath the awnings when we went to Mandalay. Oh, that road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. And the second is Henry V, and I realized how short that video actually was. It wasn't 5 minutes, so I figured I would just do this in one video then. This would be the St. Crispin speech. I think it's Act 5, Scene 2, if memory serves, and I hope you're impressed that I know that. This is actually Act 4, Scene 3, sorry. But this is the Agincourt speech. I think it was a Saturday. No. Yeah, it was a Saturday. He gave a speech. The battle was on Sunday. So Westmoreland, of course, as I'm sure all of you know, says, "Oh, that we now had here but 1/10,000 of them men in England to do no work today." And so Henry comes in and says, "What's he that wishes so? Ah, my cousin Westmoreland, my fair cousin. If we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live the fewer men the greater share of honor, in God's will I pray thee, wish not one man more. By Jove himself, I am not covetous for gold, nor do I care who doth feed upon my cost, and it yearns me not of men my garments wear. Such outward things dwell not within my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honor, then I am the most offending soul alive. No, faith, my cousin, faith. Wish not one man more from England, in God's peace. I would not lose such great an honor as one man more methinks would share from me for the best hope I have. Oh, do not wish one more. Rather proclaim it, Westmoreland, through my host, that he who hath not the stomach for this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse. We would not die in that man's company. Not he who fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Crispian, and he who outlives this day and comes home safe will stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and he will rouse him at the name of Crispian. He that shall see this day and live to see old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbors and say, tomorrow is St. Crispian's. And then he will strip his sleeve and he will show his scars and he will say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men, they forget, and yet all shall be forgot, but he will remember with advantages what feats he did that day. And then our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Salisbury and Exeter, Eppingham, Westmoreland, York, Gloucester, in their flowing cups of memory freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son. And Crispian, not a dare ever go by. Crispian shall ne'er again go by, from this day to the ending of the world. But we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he that today sheds his blood with me shall be my brother in the eyes of all heaven. But he ne'er so vile, this day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen in England, now abed, shall think themselves a curse that they were not here, and they will hold their manhoods cheap in their hands, whilst any man speaks, any man that fought today with us here, in Agincourt, upon this St. Crispin's Day. Thank you very much for your consideration. And you may reach me at Caston, that's Caston, T as in Tom, at GMX, that's Gamma Mutara Xena .co.uk. And you can also reach me locally. I live in South Lake Union / downtown at area code 253-234-7276. And because of COVID, I have open availability. I'm a writer by trade, and for the past several months, there's only been one news story in the whole wide world, and I don't write medical. So, sorry, cat. So, I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thank you. Thank you again for this opportunity. I'm nervous. Sorry.